On Thursday, November 30th, 2022, an ad hoc committee on uneven disbursement of loans, grants, interventions of 6 geopolitical regions by Nigeria's development banks began a 2-day interactive session with the country's development banks. During the meeting, the chairman of the committee, Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, representing Niger East Senatorial District, discussed about how the recent figures of people in poverty in Nigeria and why there is need to know how money and intervention benefits were disbursed. The agencies invited include Bank of Agriculture, Bank of Industry, Development Bank of Nigeria, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency, Central Bank of Nigeria, and Ministries of Trade and Investment, Finance, Budget and National Planning, and Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development.
On Wednesday, 16th November 2022, after the consideration of a motion titled Uneven Disbursement of ½ trillion naira loan to 6 geopolitical regions by Nigeria's Development Bank, sponsored by Senator Ali Indume, who is sitting here and a member of this committee, to investigate how intervention funds, loans and grants are managed and disbursed by the development banks and other ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, across the 6 geopolitical regions of the country. Honorable ministers, though they are not here, CEOs, ladies and gentlemen, of more concern to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as the representative of the people is the issue of selection. Nigerians have argued that the process by which the funds are distributed are faulty and not evenly selected across geopolitical zones.
Out of 8 banks invited on the first day, only 2 showed up, the Development Bank of Nigeria and the Bank of Agriculture. On the second day of the gathering, which held on December 1st, was meant for the ministries. The Development Bank of Nigeria showed up, but still with incomplete documents. On the side of the ministries, only the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, appeared before the committee. During the meeting, when the minister was questioned over the extra money added to its budget, Farouk noted that the ministry still awaits an official clarification report from the Finance Ministry on the additional money in its 2023 budget.
I want to also state, Mr. Chairman, the last time we were here, these issues were raised, and I want to restate what we said last time, that we need to clarify from the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning on the said amount of 206 billion. We have written to the ministry. We are still expecting a formal response from the ministry, even though we have seen newspaper publications responding to the issues, but we're still awaiting a formal communication from the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning on this subject matter. So, Mr. Chairman, I will ask that we should please wait until we get that formal response from the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning before we can speak to this. I wish they were here today so that we can listen to them, but they are not, and we are still waiting for that formal response to our letter to them.
The Finance Minister and CBN Governor were absent. Subsequently, after adjourning the meeting till next week, the committee resolved that the banks should produce documents indicating how the beneficiaries got their funds and their details, adding that action will be made against those who refuse to appear.